If you own a mobile bar or a bartending service or a bar or a brewery or whatever, and you're batching cocktails, or even worse, if you're not batching cocktails, you need to start batching cocktails in a threaded sixtel. So today we're doing a gin and tonic. And I don't want to hear you complain about what kind of gin we're using. Only the best. The point is it enables you to batch 5 gallons of cocktails and serve it on tap in a jockey box or in your bar, whatever, your horse trailer. If you're doing a wedding, it's after dinner, everybody wants a drink and you just want to do it fast, right? I'm not saying you have to do like your signature cocktails in here, but I would batch 5 gallons of old fashions in a second. If you're sitting at the bar, sure, I guess you want this show. But when you're sitting in a back table, you just want your drink. Starting with cold liquids is super helpful. I'll probably cut that. Nobody needs to know what I just said. So basically what's happening here is we are going on a fishing trip and we want to have gin and tonics on tap for the 5 days that we're up there. And with this, plus a jockey box, it's sort of a set it and forget it mentality. Sure, it's a gin. A lot of people are gonna say, it's a simple cocktail. Why don't you just mix them one at a time? Tell me how much longer it's gonna take you to mix 5 gallons worth of cocktails one at a time versus like this. Oops. It doesn't matter what I put in here and what ratio, people are gonna have something to say about it. You can do whatever you want, do you. So this is gonna end up taking about 5 minutes to make 5 gallons of cocktails, which depending on what size your cocktails are, let's say they're 8-ounce cocktails, that would be, there's 8 per gallon, right? Right? 16 per gallon. So this is gonna make about 80 8-ounce cocktails in 5 minutes. Now, I don't know how you are with math, but I'm thinking, I feel like it would be very difficult to make 80 individual cocktails in 5 minutes and do it well. Sure, okay, they're not cocktails, they're mixed drinks, whatever. Spear goes back in. Tighten this up. Just give it a little bit of a swing. You don't have to shake it up like a maniac. This is our new quarter barrel keg bag. It's designed to handle a quarter barrel, but it also works great for 6th barrels and apparently stink bugs. So that goes in there like so. So generally I would fill this bag full of ice, but we are gonna hook this up to a jockey box. So just for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna show you how to use the pour one. This is our low profile coupler. It's the same coupler that's on all of our cold one products. And it is a 2-stage coupler. But I always like to hook the gas up ahead of time. Attach your CO2. Turn it up to about 15. 10 to 15. Hang it on your keg. So you'll see that step 1 was attach the coupler to the keg. Step 2 is to engage the coupler by pushing down and turning to the right. I don't know if you heard that, but it pushed a little CO2 into the keg. And now we're good to go. Just to show you for your, let's say you're having a graduation party pretty soon, right? Everybody's doing that. You can actually close this up so only the tap is sticking out. Also works great for tailgating or by the beach. Keep in mind, this is actually designed for beer. So while I'm showing you how to do it with a threaded sixtel for cocktails, we have a keg bag for every size commercial keg. Half barrel, quarter barrel, sixtel. Works great. So now we have gin and tonics on tap, just like that. Gin and tonics on tap, that fast. 80 glasses, something like that. So check out our new quarter barrel keg bags and reach out if you have any questions. Draft beverages anywhere, that's what we do. Cheers.